Hey, welcome to Swapmoto Live, presented by Ogio. I'm Donn Maeda, Editor-in-Chief of Transworld Motocross. I'm here with 11-time motocross champion Ryan Villopoto. Today's show is called Beers with RV, because that's kind of like your lifestyle now, right?
It is.
Tired?
I don't want to say that completely, but too many beers get drank currently.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like you lived your life on this regimented, super gnarly training diet program for all those years.
Yeah, you start out pretty young, and it's serious at a young age, and you come up and turn pro at 16, make a bunch of money, and hopefully have a long career at it. And I was one of the lucky ones to do that. And now that I'm retired at a pretty young age, be 30 this year, you kind of leave your teenage days now as I'm a little bit older.
Yeah, I think we came up to film with you a couple of years ago at a track, and it was after you'd already retired. And RV gets out of his truck, pulls a 12-pack of beer out, puts it on tailgate, and just pours ice on top of all of it. Cracked them open at like 10 o'clock, and you said it was, what'd you call it, pork chop in a can?
It's pork chop in a can, yeah, little 12-ounce Coors Light cans. So that's why you got to start off your day now, right?
Yeah, definitely. All right, so we're just getting off of the Hangtown Series opener, where you got back on a bike, YZ125. What was it like getting back behind a starting gate and racing in front of a crowd again?
It was cool. It was actually a lot of fun. Mitch at Pro Circuit, we built a YZ125, and tried to get it as good as possible right before the race, and was able to do that. And actually, my old mechanic that worked for Pro Circuit at the time and was my mechanic as we raced Supercross and Motocross while I was there for 3 years at PC, he was now again my mechanic. So he drove the box van up. We pitted out of the box van, and that's what was kind of cool about it. It was just really low key. It was fun, and we just had a great time at it. So I'll be looking to do some more maybe this year, but if not, I'll do Hangtown again next year.
Cool. You are on a Yamaha now, and some people think it's like so strange, but a lot of people don't remember you raced a YZ85. Talk about your new relationship with Yamaha. It's a marketing partnership.
Yeah, marketing partnership. Yeah, but like you said, I was with Yamaha before Kawasaki. I rode obviously a Kawasaki 60, and then moved to KTM when the 65 came out with KTM. And then once I was on KTM, I rode a YZ80, and then the YZ85. So I rode like 80s for Yamaha 85s for about 3 or 4 years. And it came to a point where I was like, okay, you have to make the decision. Are you going to, stick with Yamaha through amateurs, or are you going to, go like the PC route? So at the time, you had YOT, but at the time it was like back in the day, PC was like was the place to go. So made the decision to switch from Yamaha to Kawasaki, and went down that road and did that. But been at the Yamaha crew for since December now, and it's been awesome. The marketing guys that I deal with have been rad. I don't have a whole lot to do with the race team side, but where I can help, I do. But for me, it's just really cool. Any product, any bike, generator, whatever they have, pressure washer, I have free reign to. So it's been a really cool experience so far.
Did you get a piano yet?
Not a piano, not yet. I'm just waiting to pick up one of those so I can start taking lessons.
Yeah. My buddy Dahmer knows somebody at Music Institute.
Maybe I can get some lessons.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe not.
All right, so it's obvious now these days that you're having fun riding dirt bikes. Like, I think the other day you texted me, you went to a milestone on a Sunday and rode with the Weekend Warriors, which is kind of nuts.
Yeah, I don't know what, I had to go do something, or I was trying to get ready for something. But yeah, I ride when I feel like it and don't. But without a real schedule, dirt bikes are cool and dirt bikes are fun, and it's, my whole career is from a young age has been in this industry. So maybe at one time I thought I would move on and get out of it and go do something else, and we did. We moved back to Washington and tried that out. But really, it's like, this is where everything's at. This is where all my friends are and inside the industry. So once I tried that other, stint in Washington, it was fun while that lasted, but it's super nice. It's really rad to be back now and be able to just hang out and go to the races as I please or on my own time and go riding and have fun with it.
So there's like internet experts, keyboard warrior guys are like, oh, it's just not right, RV on a Yamaha, but I think they don't realize just that how much you just love riding right now. And like I told someone the other day that RV's always been cool, but retired RV is like excellent.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I've heard that I've had a little bit of a dry sense of humor, or like when you get put in the position of producing to wins and to win races and to perform, you get put into a whole different train of thought. So now without that, I just I'm way easier going. I have stress with my kids or whatever, but it's not really it's nothing like what I dealt with racing dirt bikes. So anything that I deal with at this point has been pretty easy. So now it's just I cruise and I hang out and I ride and go go out and race and do little things here or there and just try to enjoy it, because for a lot of years it was boot camp. It was set a goal and get the goal done and get that all and get it all shut away and deal with it. So now it's just I kind of go with the flow.
Mm-hmm. All right, you mentioned your dry sense of humor. Is that was that what it always was, or were you really a dick?
I mean, there's probably you get two sides of it, right? Like some people think I was a dick, and there's a lot of fans that might think I was a dick, but it was just like, look, we get paid to do a job, and part of that job is to sign autographs and to hang out and to be, the people's people. But essentially, we're paid and we're put up there and we're hired to win races and to win championships. Yeah. And if you don't, eventually you stop. I could win a couple races here or there and you'll still get a ride, but I took it too serious not to win. Mm-hmm. So, and I was hard on myself if I didn't win and I didn't win a championship. You didn't have to win every single race of the year, but and the end goal was to win the championship. And if you didn't do that, it's pretty devastating. So, I don't know. I mean, I guess I probably wasn't the raddest dude to hang around. But I don't know. I guess I don't really know. Yeah. I haven't been on that side of the fence. I was never like the guy looking at me like, and asking me questions or wanting to hang out with me.
All right. So we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, I'll tell you how big of a dick this guy used to be.
Hey guys, Marvin Muscan here. Liat is giving away one leg brace every week during 2018. For your chance to win, send your best thrill moment, and for more details, check out Liat on social media.
Since 1973, FMF has been about getting more out of riding motorcycles. More power, more wins, more fun. Innovation and American craftsmanship makes FMF today's leader in performance. FMF, feel the power.
Welcome back to Beers with RV, presented by Ogio. Actually, do you know that you have sent multiple Transworld staff editors back to work on Monday, like with their tail between their legs? It's like, we had that how was your weekend thing.
Yeah.
I mean, there was one race where you like clinched your championship, won the title, and my guy came back without an RV interview, and I was just unleashed on him. And he was just like, he said no. I asked him, can we get a how was your weekend? And he said no and walked upstairs. I mean, do you remember being that guy?
Yeah, but it was probably a joke.
Yeah, see, that's the thing, is I always told him.
Like, I'll do that to Mathis, right? And he won't stand for a no. Like, he's going to get it out regardless, So, I probably did it as a joke, and he's like, oh, okay, and, walked away.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you, but, like,
you gotta
can't
work
suck
for
me
it.
that easy, right?
That's true. All right, life back in the Pacific Northwest for a little while after retirement. You opened a coffee shop and moved back home, and
yeah, I gave that a whirl. From up from Paulsbo, up by Seattle.
Was it one of those bikini baristas?
No, it should have been. Maybe we would have done a better business. But moved back up home to where I'm from, which is Paulsbo, Washington, and lived there for I believe it was like just 2 years, and gave it a whirl. But essentially, it rained way too much, and really, like, we have close family, but as for friends and things like that, there's not a ton up there. So decided to move back down to Southern California and do that. But it was good. It was fun. We had the coffee shop. We sold it, and now everything's just down here in California. So and my wife's from down here, and now we have the two boys, and the weather's definitely better for them to just we can do whatever we want whenever we want. So it's 6 months of winter up there, 6 months of rain, and it makes it hard to you get stir crazy inside the house.
Yeah. At the Hangtown National, I heard you on the microphone, and I heard you say, I think right now the European dudes are faster than the Americans right now.
Yeah.
Regardless of that argument, but what was your 3 races in Europe?
Yeah, 3 or 4.
Like? I mean, I'm super pumped that I got to go to Thailand and watch you win an MXGP. But like, what was it like racing over there for you? It
was fun. It was a good experience. It wasn't what I told it was going to be. No excuses. The guys were really good, but went over there, moved over there essentially, and was there, and struggled with the team a bit. Struggled with. So you just can't go and rent a house there. You have to register with the city, and pay taxes are a huge deal over there. So because we weren't going to be there for a really long time, we ended up staying in this. It's kind of like this vacation rental, but it's not a house. It's inside of like a park. So meaning you can drive in, drop your groceries off, and you park your car outside, and it's like this bit, almost like kind of Disneyland type of thing, and you have to walk in after that. So living was really hard. It's just a different way of life, and we tried it. We gave it a whirl. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be. And did 4 races, ended up getting hurt, and then came back, and that was it for racing.
You've lost more speed than I'll ever dream of having in my life. But like, I have to ask you, how do you loop out in your career with a broken butt?
I don't really know how that happened. Luckily, I haven't been the only one that's done it. Actually, after I did it, there was a few professionals that did it. So it actually turned out okay. But no idea. Landed off that jump, came and just got on the gas like every other time, and I don't know if it had more traction than the time before or what happened.
Yeah.
Or maybe I just wanted to go home. I don't really know what happened, to be honest. Ended up looping out and broke like the end of my tailbone, and that was it.
Was that like the only time as a professional you'd ever looped out?
Professional?
Yeah.
I mean,
everyone loops out.
When you move from your 50 to your 60, you always loop out on the gate your first start. So I've done that before, but as a professional, yes, it's the only time I looped out.
Where you just
like actually not trying to.
Yeah.
Like I've looped my bike out trying to do a wheelie. That's why I don't do wheelies anymore.
Yeah.
Like I went out to do, I'm gonna practice some slow wheelies. Yeah, that ended. I crashed like the third time, so I don't do those anymore.
Hey, this was pretty secretive back then, but was that bike you were racing, was the loop out issue with the traction control, or was it really traction control or not?
Actually, that particular race I had for the first 3 races that didn't. Thailand went okay, but Qatar was terrible, and the second one was okay, and then Torino was not very good. But the first couple I had like the Euro spec, and then at that race we did have some American stuff that came over. Theo was actually there from Cowie, so we were able to make some.
So Theo made you loop out.
He might have, maybe it was.
All right.
So we had some good, we definitely made some good progress coming into that, but it was for a while there it was pretty much a major disconnect between what the U.S. guys had and what I previously had in Japanese and things like that in Europe. So it's like a triangle, and then the U.S. is kind of at the top and Japanese is over here, and then it's Europe on the other side. So we had to make some calls, do some things, switch some things around, and try to get the bike where it needed to be.
Okay. Transitioning over to your current YZ450F, you've been telling me how pleased you are with that thing bone stock before they even start working on it, that pro circuit.
Yeah. No, it's really good. I didn't know what to expect, right? I mean, you hear stuff about this and that and this bike and oh, this bike's good or this bike's too fast or whatever. But from a consumer standpoint, for me now, I don't have a practice mechanic. I don't have a race mechanic. So all the minor stuff I do. Anything bigger, I'll get somebody at PC to do. But
can you change your own oil?
Yeah, I can change my own oil. But the drain plug on the Yamahas, it's not that vertical, it's horizontal, so it makes a mess. But changing a tire, I've done that once or twice, but I'll try to get somebody else to do that. But all the minor stuff I do. So from a consumer standpoint, like when I look at it and what I do is it's rad, because I at the time was at the have been at the very top and have rode really good stuff. For me, I just throw a pipe on the bike and the thing is plenty fast enough.
Yeah.
It's could be toned down actually. It just made it a little bit smoother for the way I like to ride it. So, I'm really pleased with it. Suspension's good and the motor's phenomenal.
Switching subjects a little bit. I enjoyed seeing you at the track the other day, riding your twins around. I know that kids are something you've always wanted, but then you got 2 the first shot. Were you kind of freaked out about that? And
it's definitely been rad, but it's pretty hard too. At certain times, it's when you're home, it's one's over there and one's over there, and especially now, they're 19 months and they're into everything.
Yeah.
And one's actually pretty good. He just cruises. He minds his own business, and he can play with himself, just hang in the corner, just play with toys, and he's content with what he's doing. Mm-hmm. The other one whines all the time, and so it's like it's a juggling act. But it's haven't been to the track too much yet, but it's gonna be something we're gonna do here, a lot more here shortly, and they seem to be pretty into it. They like watching it. When we brought them to the track at Paulette for the answer ride day, it was they were pretty happy with being there, just pushing around the striders, and just at first they didn't know what to expect because there was so much going on and the loud noise. Yeah. And then they were cool with it. They just cruised.
So are you gonna be a mini dad like Nick Way, or are you gonna steer him away from it?
I mean, at this point, I think they're going to ride dirt bikes for sure. To what extent, I don't know. If they want to do it, then they can do it. And I'll take them to do it however they want to do it. However serious they want to take it, I can do that. Mm-hmm. So if they want to do it and they're kind of into it, then we'll do it. If not, we'll do something else.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I think our time is up. So thank you for joining us. He's not a dick anymore. He's actually one of the coolest guys around. Thanks for joining us, RV. If you guys like what you saw, subscribe to our YouTube channel, bookmark transworldmx.com, follow us on Facebook, and of course, follow RV on Instagram, which is just at Ryan Villopoto. Right?
Yep, that's right. Yeah.
Only one of them.
Yeah.
Thank God. Thanks for watching.
Thank you, guys.